Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Rome 2 Let's Play. So, I went ahead between episodes and I took care of whatever building projects we needed to set our sights on, as well as just, taking care of wrapping up that turn after the battles that we'd fought. So, we're in a fresh turn now, and we've got a couple of battles to fight, probably in this turn. I don't think we're going to have to wait too long at all, but we'll certainly see. So, let's clear out some of these events and then we'll get to it. We have an increase in rank for our spy. By the way, at the end of last turn, before I went ahead and advanced, I recruited another spy because I realized we had the capacity for two but only had one. So up in Messier, I recruited another spy who's going to help us peek on the Averni and whatever they're up to. But our old spy leveled up. Let's see, Nova Carthago rose up, and then I think they were like a rebellion here in Gadria, and they were immediately crushed, so they're gone. But they were around very briefly. And right, so construction finished. We have our tier 3 auxiliary barracks here, though as far as we're concerned it functions all the way to that border, but we won't be able to utilize it straight away because that legion is preoccupied with this settlement here. We have a meeting place to farm, and the Temple of Jupiter in Rome is finished too. So that is going to give us no growth, but plenty of public order, wealth from all sources, and some Latin culture, which isn't really necessary because we're already at 100%. And I don't care about unseasonal conditions. Let's just clear those out. Right, so Magna Graecia, we have a lot of changes to make because Syracuse got wiped out last episode. So I think the first thing we'll build here is a public forum and probably turn that into either a Colosseum or a Circus Maximus. It doesn't really matter which, but we'll get down there eventually. And then this is going to be a aqueduct as soon as that ticks up, which we have to wait for anyways because everything else is fully fleshed out here. In the meantime, this may as well be a villa, and I'm thinking this probably should too because this settlement building here is going to give us a ton of food, but also an extra 20% wealth from farming or agriculture. So the more agriculture buildings we have, the more money we're going to make from them. Now the farms themselves don't make all that much, but the herding grounds do make quite a bit, especially at the highest level. So 250, an extra 20% of that is going to be what, 50 gold on top of it, so that brings us up to 300 agriculture from just that one building. Here we'd have an extra 120, well, an extra 20 on top of the 100. So all in all, pretty good. What I could do also is maybe try to build more of the herding grounds and less of the farms, just to give us a bit more of that money. Also, the grain pits I think make a pretty good amount as well. Yeah, 200. So it'd be 240 with the bonus at the highest level. And this bonus will continue to increase as we level it up. So it could be as high as 80% wealth from farming. So almost double whatever that building puts out. And yeah, to that end, I think the grain pits are looking pretty lucrative. So Consentia, you can keep your farm, but I think everybody else is going to convert here. You're going to have a herding ground. Don't bother building that farm. Oh no, build the villa, sorry. But that's going to be a herding ground as well, and then I think these two are going to be grain pits. We can go ahead and start that one. So we'll be flush with food. The nice thing about the grain pits too is they have no downside. They don't produce as much food as either building, but we don't need that food because we're getting bonuses from the settlement building there. So we'll get the army replenishment. It'll be +9, and assuming that stacks, which it should, we'll be up to +18% army replenishment. So if we need to have an army sort of rest and recuperate, this is the place to do it. I don't need to mess with the rest of that though. I think that's all fine. Everything here looks okay as well. Some upgrades to be had here. I decided after last episode to go ahead and upgrade this to the tier 3 building because I didn't want to have to leave an army there to protect it. So if we can get this fairly, self-sufficient in terms of defense, that would be great. This is all looking fine up here, and I went ahead and started to upgrade this to a fountain straight away. Not much else to be done though. Massilia, I don't think that's going to give you a bigger garrison. No, it's not. It will give you some siege defenses on the walls, though. That might be a good idea. I could convert this over to the garrison colonia, which will give it a bigger garrison, but I want this to be at like a trade hub into Gaul. It just so happens right now this is like our frontier fortress, but that it's not going to stay that way, so I'm not going to build under that assumption. I'm just going to do my best to protect it as it is now. Speaking of which, you guys can continue moving on over there. But yeah, let's take this up to tier 3. Every other major city, I think, is tier 3 at this point. So this one's a little bit behind. We could also upgrade the fountains, but I'm going to see if I need that money somewhere else first. You guys can go ahead and take that. I don't know where their army went, and I'm a little concerned by that fact. They could be marching on Dimity there. So, oh, you leveled up. Let's handle that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. The alternative is, I don't know what, to be honest. Tracker would be good to let her move a little bit farther. Let's do that, because she's already had pretty good success stealing. But I want to find that army. I think they're marching west. I hope they're not marching south, but we have no idea. That could be them right there. No, it's probably not. Either way, go ahead and take that. Reclaim it. Surprised they have these guys at full health, considering they literally just took this from us. Well, go ahead and kill them. And reoccupy it. That's going to be an increase in rank for you. That's our son-in-law. Sort of. That needs a new... I don't know what I want this to be, if I'm being honest. I like the olive branch kind of wreath thing. But I might rename this to like... do I want to have like an African Legion? I'll just leave it at that for now, but this is okay, I guess. Anyways, he needs a perk. We'll go strategist into tactician into master tactician whenever we can do that. I think we'll probably have to detour for commander at some point, because that's what we had to do for the others. But that's good for now. It doesn't appear that they've marched south, so I don't know where that army went. They may have just disappeared into the ether. I don't think that's them, unless they no, because that's a navy. The army was bigger than that. The army was like 12 or something, so I don't know where they went, which is a little concerning. But since we hold all this terrain, we'd be able to see them. This is all mine, so I should have vision of all of it. You guys get to Migdol. There we go. That should help with public order, and again, keep the Carthaginians from coming back for it. This, meanwhile, can become a traitor. And you need to get torn down. I don't know what the hell they were thinking here, but we're going to fix it. That can finally get upgraded. I meant to save that money for securing loyalty, so let's hold off just a moment. But I might go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, I think we're going to go ahead and attack these guys. They have a very small army here. It's actually just the commander, and then whatever's in the garrison, which it is 10 units, but 10 units I think we can steamroll pretty easily. Though, if we don't attack straight away, these guys probably will move in to help. So that's something to consider, but they do appear to be quite busy. How are they affording all these armies? I do not know, but they appear to be one of our biggest threats right now. Let's see. And you guys need to get marching back to... Well, if you're going to defend there, I'm not super concerned about the Averni, because unless they come through the Alps, they're not going to be able to do much to us. We'll have that defended with a small legion, so maybe I should focus here. Which means you guys need to march to Lilybaeum. Then I guess we'll have you, let's see, get into your transport boats. And we'll have you double time as far as you can get. out this way. That seems inefficient, but sure. Just have to decide where I want them to land. Are you guys all pitching in on that? Well, the rebels are raiding. You appear to be helping. There's a lot of female generals. I'm genuinely surprised how many. Like, look. Female. Female. One of these was female too. Not you. I think it was this one. Yeah. I think that might be their faction leader at this point. Her as well. Ah, no, he's the king. Okay. But yeah, they've got a lot of female generals, which I'm kind of disappointed I can't get them as Rome. It's nice to, you know, have a break from like the same 5 faces with the same 3 different helmet combinations. The question is, do we attack them now? It could be a little bit risky. We could let them kind of wipe Carthage out first. They are at war with the Averni too. Maybe this is a good time to do it. I worry because I attack this and then that army just hops across to reinforce because I don't have any siege equipment, so we have to wait at least a turn in order to attack them. I have to wait at least a turn to build ladders or whatever it is that we use. So it could be very, very risky. I don't have the support of these guys, though I could have if I had just ignored Migdol. But they could cause problems for us because that Carthaginian fleet can get there pretty quick and they could easily take that from me. I don't know, I'm a little bit torn. I think we might need to wait. Maybe we'll give it a turn and just kind of see how this whole thing shakes out. Can I secure any loyalty? No. I could send... No, you don't have anyone to send as a diplomat, so I think I'll just leave it be and we'll upgrade this. There we go. Everybody else moved, right? You guys are on the move. They're on the move. My spy is sitting here. You can go see what they're up to there. Apparently nothing. That's good. And nobody's coming this way. We got a nice long line of sight on that approach. So we look to be relatively safe in Massilia, which will be solidified by that in a turn. I don't know. Maybe we should go for it. I'm probably going to regret this. Let's go into diplomacy, make sure we cancel any treaties we have first. Celtiberian Confederacy. That's why they're so powerful, because they confederated with someone. I don't know who, though. I might be able to get you to help. You're not at war with... actually, you're at war with the Kushites, who apparently have taken all of this. Whoa. That's another threat looming. We did see Egypt fall, and I guess now we know why. Let's see. I'm happy to hand out non-aggression packs where I can get them because I don't want anybody else jumping on the bandwagon against us. But anyways, we don't have any agreements with you guys, right? Okay, so I can just attack.
The gods will
no
have
treaties.
Me listen
Perfect.
to you.
I can just attack. Okay. So you hit them, declare war. Yes, yes. Declare war. And so we do start with a ladder. I could auto-resolve this, but I think it's more fair if I actually fight it. Because I'll probably end up taking more casualties if I actually fight it. Just given the nature of getting into the damn place. What do you have? A lot of swordsmen, which ultimately shouldn't prove an issue. The last major siege we fought was a problem because they had so many skirmishers that once our guys took the walls, they just got obliterated with javelins. But here I don't think that'll be a problem. They've got very light swordsmen, which my heavy swordsmen are going to shred. So let's do this. Need a turn to build anything else. Okay, so very weird little siege map here. I wasn't able to really focus much of my force on this gate here, though I would have liked to, because this very awkward cliff here, I actually couldn't deploy any further forward than this. So it meant that if I wanted to use my ladders on this gate, I would have had to deploy them all the way out there, or up this hill and then wait for them to traverse all the way down, which I didn't think seemed very viable. So what I did instead is I deployed them on this side, which gives them a much straighter path at this gate. Granted, we don't need to actually attack gates, we can hit them anywhere, but we have certain troops that can't really get in any other way, and if we're solely reliant on the ladders for a way in, that's not going to bode very well for us. So ideally, we'll use the ladders to take the gates, and then, you know, everybody else can just flood in. So we're going to go ahead and order them to advance, like so. I'm doing the same thing I did last time, where I'm going to have the Hastati in attacking Testudo follow them in. That way, you know, the missile attacks coming at us will be spread out between 8 different units instead of 4. That way no one unit kind of gets obliterated. I also have my Equites here. Once they get the gate open, the Equites can jump into a Testudo as well, cavalry Testudo, and march through the gate. Meanwhile, over here, I'm going to deploy my Triari in a defensive Testudo to distract while the last unit of Principes right here tries to burn the gate down. And then we'll storm this gate too, hopefully just completely overwhelming their defenses. But that remains to be seen. So you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, I want you in a line like so. Just invite them to shoot at you, and I want you to burn that. I also have some Velites over here. I wasn't sure if this would work, but I wanted to try. If I put them here, they might be in range to throw Flaming Shot at this tower. But I don't know for sure, but I figured it was worth a go. And then you guys, these Velites, can be in Flaming Shot mode as well, and set up behind the Triari. And just harass them a bit. Okay. On we go. Let's see how this plays out. Could go terribly. I'm also going to keep these cavalry in reserve. My thinking here is if this gate does get busted through, we'll have all of the Triari and Principes flood through it, and then the cavalry can go behind them. But I am hoping that by splitting my forces here, we are going to spread their defenses out enough where they won't be able to deal with any one threat well enough to stop it. Because if I focused all my efforts on one gate, then we'd basically just be waiting for that gate to fall while they swarmed it. Whether it was the guys up on the walls with the ladders, or if it was the guys rushing the gate to burn it. Putting everything in one place would ultimately just let them consolidate their defenses, and that doesn't really help me. You guys were a little bit too fast there, I think. But go ahead and target them. You guys can start skirmishing with them as well. If you are ready, jump into your defensive Testudo. Testudo, where the hell are you going? Get back here. Testudo and Testudo. It took you guys a very long time to do that. I'm going to move you back and just let you skirmish whoever you decide to throw stuff at. I don't know where you're going, but okay, sure, fine. That's all okay, I guess. I forgot to have you... What the hell? Why didn't you go? Crap. They stuck? I don't know. I forgot to send these, though. But I guess that's fine. They don't need to be there straight away. They just need to get there eventually. So go on. Up you go. And Equites, let's put you a little bit closer. You don't appear to be able to skirmish. Can you light that thing on fire? Go ahead and try. It'll help us, that's for damn sure. How's the gate doing? Not as far along as I would have liked. Only about 20% fire damage. Come on, burn the damn thing down. I feel like we're doing alright. We haven't taken a ton of casualties other than like this one unit over here. You guys are not making any progress. Yeah, forget it. No thanks. You guys are flooding in right now. It'd be nice if we could hit them with all the ladders at once, but apparently I didn't send that one. I must have sent the same ladder twice or something. But the Principes should do a decent job of just overwhelming them. You guys are going to need to move faster, because those ladders are almost ready for you to jump on. So double time it. You guys can go slow. I told you to move. Move. Okay. How are we doing over here? It's starting to burn at least. It's something. One of our units is out of ammo. Which unit? Oh, great. You guys are already empty. Well, you're going to join the melee then. Really, not much else to it. That ladder is almost clear. These ones are clear, so get up there. That one's clear as well. Yeah, go on. Climb the ladder. Hopefully they're smart enough to do it. Oftentimes they are not. You should be attacking. Go, go, go. And then these Velites I'm going to set up like here to just throw into these groups. Okay, they've finally arrived. You guys are using the ladders. Fantastic. It's always nice when the troops figure out what the hell they're supposed to be doing and actually do it. Meanwhile, this gate is not going down. Priority of taking casualties. Can you help them? I don't know if it'll let me send 2 people to burn this at once, but this is taking a little bit too long. Okay, good, good, good. Yep, keep going in. Keep going in. You guys are actually engaged? Okay, good. As long as they're actually fighting, I don't care necessarily who. They just need to keep fighting. Almost 90%. Yeah, so we can put a bunch of units on this, and apparently that's what we should have been doing from the start. So charge through. Charge through the breach. Go on. Capture the gate. Let's get both of you going at the same time. And since you're out of ammo, feel free to go after like an archer or skirmisher or something. I think you are slightly heavier than they are. Nope, where are you going? What in the hell? Oh, because it hasn't actually burned down yet. I'm an idiot. Whoops. Gotta wait for it to actually burn. Okay, there we go. Now we charge through. Principes, you take the lead because you've got swords, which are a little bit more killy. And then the spears can follow. And the Velites, I don't even... You guys probably have like little tiny short swords, I would guess. You need to get out of your Testudo stance and join up there. Velites, I don't know what possessed you to run up there, but please don't do it. Come on, pile in, pile in. Some of our Principes have been almost entirely wiped out. That is the risk, of course, of having them be the sort of foothold, is that they are fighting a long time with very little support. This is kind of unnecessary. Can I get you to maybe go after them? Velites, feel free to charge in there too. And we haven't captured the gate yet, we've just neutralized it. And of course those Velites are dying because they decided to charge in. Are you guys engaging here, hopefully? You should be slaughtering these tribesmen. I don't know what is taking you so long. Can you push past them, maybe? Okay, good. Engage, engage. Then, if a couple of you would like double back and kill them, that would be enough. You two are going to advance and help over here. And once those guys give up, which they're about to, we'll just keep doubling down across the line. Are you out of ammo now? Yeah. Well, get in there then. Do what you gotta do. You can help out here, actually. That's their general. That might not be wise, but whatever. Pile in. Pile in. Right there. All of you, go on. You guys go help out there then. You two need to consolidate here. Capture the tower. Fantastic. I don't remember if... Yeah, the towers actually do help you out in this. Sometimes they just fall apart. I don't remember which Total War games, but some of them just explode. I think that's Thrones of Britannia, where they just like literally implode on themselves if you take them. Let's get you guys in there as well. Come on, really? This should not take that long. They're skirmishers. If you're just gonna sit there, come over here and try to flank them. This is not very efficient, obviously. You know what? You go help out there. You, meanwhile, are gonna move over here. Nope, nope, nope. No idea what you're trying to do. One of you needs to engage that side. One of you needs to come over this way. Their pathfinding is pretty rough right now. Spread out your force. There you go. You guys need to do the same over here and then attack. Come on. Just pile in. 2 flanks. It's not that hard. Jesus Christ. Alright. That fight is pretty much over, it looks like. Good. And this one is over, so go attack them. What do we have here? Noble fighters. That's going to be a little bit tougher to deal with. Oh, wait, no, you guys are cavalry. Turn around. Everybody else, take the lead. Cavalry. See what you can do. I don't want you getting shot by the towers too much, but if you could get around the side, that would be great. Looks like the Velites are going to lead the charge, which, against some scattered tribesmen, I guess I don't mind. Let's have the Triari try to push past into the general. Because, honestly, the Velites and the 1 unit of Principe should have no trouble dealing with them. Are you guys just standing here? You are. We'll help out then. They're starting to break. If you can get inside, get inside. I don't know. Yeah, you're going to have to go around because we never captured that gate. Okay, they've been crushed. Help out here. Good, that's working. Why are you ignoring the really nasty unit behind you? There we go. Yeah, go on. Principes, see if you can get past them. Velites, let's have you do the same. We'll try to pull you through and then hit them in the back, if possible. You guys are still... Oh, you're walking. Great. It's always what I like to see. Cavalry walking. We'll hit them with a frenzied charge in just a moment. Okay, good. We captured the gate after my cavalry went the long way around. Could you run them down, please? Good job. Let's inspire somebody. It doesn't really matter who. Second win that whole group. Just because they've been fighting for a while. I don't know how well you'll fare in this, but they're not carrying spears, so I imagine you'll be okay. Also, the towers are helping us instead of them. You need to keep charging. And you need to keep moving as well. Okay. Got this more or less in the bag. Though I guarantee I ended up taking more casualties than what the auto-resolve would have done. Because again, it was just looking at our numbers. We had superior numbers and superior troop quality. But we didn't really have a way, at least not a clean way, into the actual base. You guys should be cycle charging. It's dumb of me not to have them doing that. Okay, hit them again. Turn around, hit them again. That flank should be enough to break them. That flank alone should be enough to break them. Sorry, that was a little repetitive. And once they go, that's the end of the fight. Everybody else has been dealt with. So let's maybe 3 times this. There it is. Costly victory. Alright. That was quite nasty for us, unfortunately. Had I gone with the auto-resolve, we would have lost maybe like 300 men at the most. But again, I thought it was more fair that we actually fight this, and because the game calculates auto-resolves very, very strangely, it of course doesn't account for like the towers and stuff like that. We ended up losing a lot more men by doing it this way, but again, I thought that was more fair than just constantly auto-resolving, and more fun, because if you guys didn't come here to watch this playthrough just for me to auto-resolve everything. Ultimately, we still lost more men than them, and that is accounting for before the successful siege basically just wipes everybody out. I think they lost like 515, and I don't remember where the other 55 came from. But anyways, we still killed more than them, which is okay considering for the fact that they had a very long period of time where we effectively weren't fighting back. We were just trying to get over the walls or into the gate. So, not the worst thing considering, but we did lose 3 entire units there and nearly lost like 6 because frankly this unit has virtually no one left. No one left. No one left. But yeah, so we'll occupy this. And this legion is going to have to basically just stand guard there for a while. They will get replenished, but we did, of course, lose entire units that will need to be replaced, which we can't actually do from here. At least not all of them. What I could do, and this is probably going to be the best way to go about this, is let's fold these 2 Velites into one another. Then we'll recruit 2 new ones. We'll fold the Hastati together, like so. And then we'll recruit... Nope, those are Rorari. 2 new Hastati. Oh, I'm out of money. I might need to cancel a building project. I don't recall where we were building stuff. Where to do it? Probably this. I don't think that's necessary right now. So I'm going to take that money back. We'll maybe upgrade it on the next turn. So I need at least 1 more of you. So next turn those will be full Hastati. Though granted we are going to bring them in at a lower rank. We did lose a lot of our ranks here. And for the Principes, I can't replace them. So, I'm not sure what I want to use to compensate. I could get some Carthaginian cavalry. It might be worth just disbanding these Equites outright. No, our cavalry's fine. Let's just leave it at that. But that does leave us 2 slots. I don't know what we should use. I guess Hastati are better than nothing. We'll take 5 of them and see about the 1 extra slot. Okay, well, Tingis is ours. I can't afford to convert any of these, probably. Oh, I can't afford to convert this. Might be wise to put a garrison there, but I'll think about it. That can probably just get torn down, because that's going to need to be a temple of some sort to convert the populace, since we haven't really been working on that at all. It's been happening a little bit passively, but we're going to need to do it a little bit more impassively if we want this to ever happen. I don't necessarily mind a bronze workshop, but I can't leave it at that, so apparently that's their recruitment building. Do we get any new units for this location? Doesn't seem like it, no. It's all the same Carthaginian stuff. But a recruitment building there I don't mind. I'll just have to decide on what. I think we'll turn that into... You know what? Public order is going to be more important. We'll build a public order building there, and then if we decide we want a recruitment building, we can use like maybe the last slot or something. So that just means this is the only thing that needs to be converted. And I guess I will do the garrison colonia for now, just so that we have a little bit more protection. I can't afford to do this, but oh well. Oh, hello. There you guys are. Not sure why it wouldn't show me that before, but yeah, there is quite a large army sitting there. How did you not see that? I must have just missed it. Okay. So that battle is done. Do we have any other battles that need to be fought? You're on your way here somewhere. You are on your way to garrison that. And we're out of money, so I think we just advance. And we might have enough money, or at least upkeep, to build another legion. The issue, of course, is that the amount of money from our treasury needs to be enough to actually train up the troops. So I guess we'll see if that's possible. Okay. So Carthage wants a peace treaty. I don't think I am interested, but I guess we'll see what they end up doing about it. Okay, they're going to attack my fleet from the looks of it. No, we'll just pull back. Right, so we've got a little bit of help from the other Celtiberian tribes. So the Lusitani have declared war on the Celtiberian Confederacy, which means they might be making a move on Abora. So hopefully that'll distract our enemies here a little bit. They've also got a navy. Nope, a general on some ships who might go after this king, actually. That's the king himself. That might be nice if they could kill him. Somebody was trying to assassinate... who? Oh, hello. They're trying to kill my diplomat. Who are you from? Oh, the Venetti are getting a little bit frisky here. Okay, well, I guess we can't rely on you to be peaceful anymore. What else is going on? So, I noticed... yes, they have an army here on the march. It is just a bunch of Celtic troops, nothing particularly threatening, but the number of them obviously makes them dangerous. Luckily, our demi-legion here, I guess is what I'll call this, has arrived in Auxilia just in time. So that plus the garrison will be more than enough to hold this city. We can try to harass them. Let's see. There's a very good chance that you'll fail that, so let's maybe not bother. Instead, now that that army's there, I'm not that concerned about what's going to come out of the trees or whatever. Let's get you over here to maybe help out with some of these agents. Can you do anything to them? Subversion. We can try to recruit him. What are you? Close, please. You're a warlord, which is a champion like our veterans. I wouldn't mind a warlord. Let's see. You're a war maiden. That's kind of more interesting. Can you do the same there? Actually, let's see. You're a 3-star. You're a 1-star. So if we're going to get anybody, it's probably going to be her. Let's try this. Subversion. Recruit agents. Come on. Enemy assassinated. What happened? I didn't ask for an assassination. You're currently unable to field more agents of this type, so the enemy agent has been eliminated. Oh. That didn't used to happen. You used to be able to basically recruit more than the capacity as long as you did it this way. Like, you weren't able to train more than 2 spies, but you could manipulate to get like 4 spies, even though you were only allowed 2. Apparently they patched that. Well, that's one less person to harass us. We can do the same here, I guess. Or we could just steal from him. Anyways, that should be all locked up now, more or less. Over here, we needed to convert a lot of these buildings, or, you know, replace them. So this is going to become a temple, or consecrated ground right now. This is going to be a public forum. This is going to be what gives the better garrison. That's all I'm concerned with right now. Garrison is going to be 2 assault biremes and a raiding ship, or a raiding ship and 2 of those. I like being able to recruit artillery ships. I think we're going to go with the military wharf. Interesting that this one doesn't cost food and this one does. Huh. And this still can recruit Scorpion triremes. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I'll take that since it doesn't cost us any food. So that was the shipwright. Beyond that, we need to fill these in. So that's going to be a villa. And I guess this is going to be a villa as well. This can get upgraded, but it's not necessary. This is going to need to get upgraded into something too, but I don't know what. I'm not going to worry about it now. It just needs to become something. That army's raiding us, the bastards, and I recall there being, yes, a rebellion, so we'll need to deal with that. How, I don't quite know. Because if I abandon this, you're going to come take it. But if I ignore them, they're going to take this. And that's honestly more important to me than that is. It's annoying. I need more armies. How far can you move? It's not going to tell me. Well, are you a threat to this settlement right now? I think I could probably win if they attacked, though it wouldn't be pretty. So instead what I'll do is I'm going to raise a force. I don't particularly care who leads it. We'll put you in charge because you're free. If you're going to give me free Triarii, I guess I'll take them, especially if you're going to be defending this.
Commander, set up the watch.
Then I don't really care what we put in here. What's like the cheapest thing I can field? Probably Rorari. Unless I went with like non-Roman stuff. Which is doable. Let's just do 2 of them and 2 of them.
Ready to serve Rome?
And hopefully that'll be enough to deter them, and maybe even on the following turn attack them. Or at the very least you can support this garrison while they go deal with this. I don't know. We just need to do something about it. Meanwhile, I keep trying to rubber band box, I don't know why. But I shouldn't be. Keep sailing this way. You're just gonna hang out there. Stuff to be built over here? Potentially no. How about down here? Not really, unless we take that up to tier 3, which is not all that important. I should probably make sure I don't need to secure any loyalty first. It looks like I do. Okay, so at least that's out of the way. Leaves me with 36, almost 3,700 to play with. Which I didn't need over here anywhere, right? Unless I want to do that. Which could be useful because then I can train the 2 cavalry for this army here rather than having to go back. So maybe I should do that. Although, if they're still here within 5 turns, I'll be pretty sorely disappointed. I think that's about all we can do. I have some money left, but it might be better to just roll that over into the next turn. Could upgrade this. Not to what I want, though. Could upgrade that. But food there is a bit of an issue, and it's going to get worse when that finishes. So let's not. Arminium, no, I don't want to expand that. I'm just going to roll it over. Yeah, I don't see anything I want. Okay, so we've got problems. Let's get this out of the way. Blah, blah, blah. Port settlement under siege. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how, but the Syracusians basically just waltzed right into Syracuse and took it back. I had a level 3 port building there, and I should have had at least some sort of garrison. But apparently, it wasn't there. I don't know. They just waltzed right in and took it. So I need to go back and take it, obviously. The issue is I have nobody free to do that. Oh, I completely forgot to have you guys re-engage as well. What is this now? That is an actual navy of 6 ships. I have 10, but my 10 aren't in very good shape. This is difficult. And let's see, you have come under siege by the Averni, which, I don't think you're going to take attrition. They will.
We hunger for battle.
I'd like to see what our options are.
Victory for Rome!
If we fight them in the field, it says we are not going to win that. I think we might be able to, but I don't have any decent cavalry, or like really any at all, so I don't know if that would be wise. They'd also outnumber us slightly, by about 100 men or so. God, I don't know. Like, in terms of troop quality, I think we're roughly equal. I think the Hastati and these Celtic warriors are about the same, and then the Levy freemen are no better than the Rorari. We, of course, don't have slingers, which they do, and they have a little bit of cavalry here, whereas this is the only cavalry I would have. I've got some Principes, more Rarari. These plebs are useless. Maybe we can flank with them or something. But I feel like we could maybe win this. I'm gonna decline to attack right now because I don't think we're gonna suffer any attrition, but if it gets closer to the point where he's gonna be able to just walk in and take it when we run out of supplies, I will go ahead and attack. Because I do think I can win that, but I think it's gonna be messy.
At your command.
They offered me peace between turns, and I probably should have accepted it. But I didn't want to do that. If I abandon Migdol, they very well might come and try to take it, which is incredibly annoying. But I need this army somewhere else. Anywhere else, really. Let's see. You guys, you're not going to win that because they just continue to get bigger and bigger. So, can you swap places, maybe? I think we're going to have to do that. You're going to have to come out here. You need to attack them. And you need to get in there. Inside. No? Okay. Not going to cooperate.
At your command.
Are they taking desert attrition at least? I don't think they are. No, they aren't. Where we probably will. Okay. Can you do anything to them? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Failed. Wow. You had a very high chance to succeed and you still blew it. I'm going to send you out this way. You might need to turn around at this point. God damn it. I still don't understand how they did that. I had a garrison there. So, basically, the garrison they have now is virtually identical to what we had. It's just the Hellenic version of it. But there was stuff there. The point is, like, they should have at least had to engage in some sort of battle, even if it was something we couldn't win. But they literally just slipped in here and took this. I didn't even get notified about it. Yeah, I think you guys need to turn around. So come back to here. Let's get your veteran leveled up. We'll take the tier 3 of that. Let's grab a new research. I think this is the only tier 1 left right here. And you guys are going to have to just hang out. I don't know if I want to do the same here. I'm almost wondering if I should have this legion take over in Tingis and move this legion elsewhere. I don't know. Well, I have a lot of money to spend, and I think this will be our last turn. So let's try to figure out what we want to upgrade with this, if we want to upgrade anything, or if we just want to call it. That should get leveled up to something. It'll be an amphitheater. That can become a dry dock. How's food here? Public order's a bit of an issue, but that's not going to change that here. Why is it at -2? Oh, right, the conquest, of course. Well, there was no conquest because there was no battle, but we still have provincial instability. So, yeah, that makes sense. I'll upgrade that. Since apparently my port cities are even more vulnerable than I thought. Since they don't even have to fight to take them. You can still move around. Why don't you try to get rid of him? Yeah, go for it. And since we can't take him on, if we succeed, it'll hinder him or kill him. Hindered's fine, I guess. You, meanwhile... I wonder... I'll move you back over here and see if we can't maybe cause some attrition there or something. Because if we can get them to lose some men while we don't, that's just going to make the fight easier and easier on us. And that leaves me with a little bit of money, maybe to secure some loyalty, which it looks like I can and probably should. There we go. Alright. Well, I think that's as good a place to end it as any. So I will advance the turn between episodes, and we'll pick back up with a fresh turn next time. I don't know how we're going to resolve this situation here. We're kind of trapped in a stalemate. One thing I could do, assuming they don't move, is send this legion up to help. And we'll basically just attack with both at Gadria and try to win a decisive battle there to basically break this army. Since they don't have a garrison, it's literally just these guys against this legion and potentially the other legion. They'd probably retreat, but I think we're close enough to them. No, we're not. That's as far as we can get. We wouldn't be able to pursue, really. And of course, these guys are blocking the pass. We could attack them, though, and that would force them to reinforce. Otherwise, we just slaughter them. Yeah, so that's a thought. And that forces them to come out of the village. So, I think that's something we'll try next episode. But things have gotten quite messy. Carthage is basically gone, with the exception of this right here. The Celtiberian Confederacy has become a real problem. The Averni have become a real problem, expanding deep into Hispania. I'm surprised they've gone so far south and have kind of neglected the western parts there. But they hold all of Gaul that we can see, with the exception of the Alps. And the Alps seem to be turning on us because all of these little factions are sending agents down to harass us now. So things are getting messy. Things are getting real messy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Rome 2 with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.